palette, so it's just like beige.
Yeah.
It's like the
Yeah.
most basic beige.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your hair's getting so long.
Yeah, right. It's
I
like
like it.
I can kind of flick it. Well,
How are you keeping the color?
it weirdly hasn't. It seems to have stayed really well.
Hmm.
I haven't. I had it done on
Just it
Christmas.
feels like it's grown out so much.
Yeah, it's getting a bit dark there, I guess. But
Yeah.
I
Huh.
had it done on Christmas Eve, so I guess that's not long ago, really.
Yeah, that's a month. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 weeks, a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, hey, here's Forest Elf and Astrid. Hello.
I feel like I need a better name than Astrid. If
I know we have to give you something.
And why do you have your ID number again? 105425.
Oh, yeah.
What's with that? Weirdo.
Miss
Well, the thing is,
105425.
the thing is, I have to flip between my logins because I've got, this is my personal one, but then obviously I've got the work one. But I have a Zoom call first thing in the morning, but I haven't sent the Zoom link to the two people because when I send it using my own Zoom link, I'm only allowed a 45-minute time.
Oh.
So because work has, but I've been trying to send the work one, but people were on Zoom all day, and then they had like drinks after work. So I thought if I go in and start messing around with that one, I'll just hang up on everybody by accident. Did you see did you see on my Facebook what we were having a seminar series, because we're obviously an academic institution, so we have a seminar series every actual academic term, and this series is about citizenship by investment, so buying citizenship, and obviously all the controversy that
Yeah.
so we had like 3 excellent speakers. We had like a woman from the US, and then we had this like French guy who I think he was French, I'm not sure, but he was very animated, really excellent, just talking off the top of his head. But like at the beginning, he was like, "Oh, pardon me, my cat's making lots of noises," which nobody could hear. There was like 100 people at the seminar, this online seminar. And then like in the middle of this, like, bit he was chatting, he just kind of turned around and went, "Can you get this fucking cat out of here?"
We didn't have something that funny today, but I had one of my colleagues were at like our expanded SMT meeting, so like 100 people in the room, and she's presenting, and her 4th grader comes in and is like, "Mom, mom, mom," like he needs help with math homework, and so she's like, "I'll be done in half an hour," right? This is like in front of 100 people, and he just like screams and stuff, like throws like a 9-year-old hissy fit. And we could just hear it going on, and she's just like, "Okay, everybody, this is Save the Children."
Exactly. The same thing happened yesterday morning. I was in a call with our web developer. We're designing a few new websites, and one of them, this young academic who's also French, but she's got like, I think, an 18-month-old or like a 2-year-old, maybe, and a 4-year-old. And I think they live in a small apartment here in Oxford. And obviously she has a nanny or a childminder, but she hadn't turned up yet. Oh my God. So like she was working on her laptop with the 2 kids in the room, and the noise levels. And the thing is, we couldn't ask her to mute because she was like asking lots of questions and she was co-presenting. But Jesus, you forget the noise of really small children. And like, it was just, they were just shrieking, constantly shrieking. And eventually her nanny came and took them out for a walk. And oh my God, it was such a relief. The noise levels were, I just think, but oh my God, these poor people, so many colleagues, so many people with like, I mean, I already get interrupted by the dogs barking all the time, or the doorbell going, or yet another, Amazon Prime delivery or something.
Yeah.
But this is, at least it's quiet enough, but oh my God.
I do have to say, there's like 2 or 3 of my colleagues who always have their toddlers with them. like when you go to a meeting, like the toddler's always there, like on their lap or like, and it's like, really? Like we can just like we don't have childcare outside, like we're doing our jobs and taking care of children.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess, and where's, I mean, yeah,
I don't
I
know how
mean,
I would handle it if I was the supervisor. Like,
Well, but is your
what do
work,
you do?
but is your work providing any resources for staff who need extra child care?
Yeah, but
given
where are you going to get
COVID,
that?
we're
Where are you
we're
going to get that
providing
childcare?
we're providing up to, I think, I don't know how many hours a week we're providing paid flex time for you to do childcare. But no, we're not providing financial resources for childcare, but we are.
I
I
think
think
that's
we're
the
pretty
missing
generous
piece.
as compared to other INGOs in terms of like shortened work days.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
because people have to deal with their childcare. I guess, I mean, the difference is that stuff isn't open, right? But
well, that's the thing here. It's not like if you're in lockdown, nobody can come into your house,
Right.
and you can't. So childminders are just
mm,
you can't take your child to a childminder,
mm.
and nobody can come into
I
your
love that
house.
term, a childminder.
Yeah, we don't. Well, we don't call them. What do you guys call them? Daycare. We don't call it.
Babysitters.
Babysitters, daycare.
Yeah, but a babysitter is only for a few hours.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, but there's somebody who comes into your house versus daycare is usually something where you take the child out of your
but
house.
that's what a childminder is. You take your child to their
Oh,
house. Yeah,
okay.
that's just the official. That's just what they call
Hmm.
them here. But they're not allowed. And the nurseries weirdly are open. But
Yeah, a lot of daycares are
preschools are
still
not.
open here.
Yeah, but preschools are not open, I
Yeah.
don't think. And all the schools are shut. So I mean,
Yeah.
you can kind of negotiate with a 6-year-old or 7-year-old about staying, doing your homework or watch a movie or whatever. But with a toddler, they're just going to walk all over the place and
Yeah.
come into the room when you're working, and yeah, not easy.
Yeah, it's tough. I have
Rocky was easy.
You have staff who've got toddlers, Astrid?
well, I have, I mean, staff or colleagues,
Mhm.
contractors, we work with, and we have one team call at our noon, and it's right around the time that she puts her toddler to bed. And
Mhm.
some nights it's easy and her husband is dealing just fine, and other days like the toddler's just not having it.
Yeah.
She's like, it's very polite. She's like, excuse me for a minute.
Yeah.
She steps away and manhandles the toddler and then comes back. But I think it's incredibly challenging for people who have younger kids. I mean, the main thing I've had to do is just tell Freya, no, honestly, when my door is closed, I'm probably in a Zoom call and I'm possibly broadcasting. So you cannot
Yeah.
be coming in and like
Yeah.
talk to me about shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's really been challenging for people.
Yeah. Yeah, with younger kids particularly.
Yeah. And it's not,
Hmm.
I mean, it's like, what do you do when?
Now I'm feeling I'm a little bit judgy, like I'm being too judgy.
Well, I mean, it'd be interesting for that supervisor to inquire and figure out, like, what's your situation? Like, is your
Right.
partner helpful or are you single?
Right.
I mean, we lost in one project last year, we lost one key contributor because she was all of a sudden, stay-at-home single mom, homeschooling her kid,
Mhm.
and she was like,
Mhm.
I had to dramatically reduce her work time to be able
Yeah.
to cope.
Yeah.
It's like, there goes that asset for the
Yeah.
project. It's
Hmm.
wild. Ready for the plague to be over.
Only another 6 or 7 months. Don't worry.
Can you imagine like Zoom calls during the Black Death? Everybody's sitting here with their beaks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
huh.
Anyway.
Anywho, so everybody's in lockdown. Maybe we're getting vaccines. What else is new? It seems like we have the same conversation every day.
I know.
Dana, how's your hair growing out? We can only see the bang.
Mine,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see your hair.
it's pretty. I mean, so because it's longer, it's shorter in the back because I had it in that bob like months ago. I think it's all grown out in the back, but
Yeah.
so from here forward, it's pretty white, but in the back, it's black. Like,
Oh yeah.
so you can see I have.
It's really white underneath though, yeah.
Stripy.
Mm.
I got some serious stripe action going on.
Yeah, look at that.
That's
Yeah.
actually cool.
So,
Yeah,
Really,
people
really
pay top dollar for that effect.
Yeah.
yeah,
really
that's
cool.
what I'm kind of hoping that when I go back to see my hairdresser, I'm gonna have her cut some deeper fringy bangs for me because I feel like I'm very pink and you can see that now.
Very pink. Where? You mean your,
Well, you mean your skin, your scalp?
My scalp.
Ow.
well,
Yeah.
I can't see.
I really like it though. I can't wait to go get it cut again because then I've got to be getting pretty close to.
I think just the way you wear it
having all
behind
grown
your,
out.
the way you wear it behind your ears, it just it looks the same to us because we just see your bangs and then below
Yeah.
your ears. But when you do that, you can see,
It's
wow.
fun. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that I waited so long to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've wanted to do this for years. Like, I mean, I would say at least 8 years. I've wanted to just ditch going to the hairdresser because it was too often. It's really expensive. And I just didn't care. It was Peter he was so worried about, I guess, how it would make him look standing next to a white-haired chick. I don't know.
Woohoo.
He's like, no, keep going. It's okay.
Wow.
I know. You know, Australian men, they're really unpredictable.
The dudes.
Yeah, they're dudes.
That's funny.
But a friend of mine at
They are
work
dudes.
just
They're blokes. They're
they're
fucking
blokes.
They're
Yeah,
blokes.
they're blokes.
Yeah.
But a friend of mine at work just had hers. I don't know how she got the hair dye stripped out of her hair. So like overnight she went from like, wait, what happened? Like it kind of looks like blonde on Zoom, but
Yeah, Amelia's been reading up on stuff because she has green hair at the moment and now she wants to get rid of it. And she said something like baby shampoo, Johnson's, like just good old Johnson's baby shampoo, apparently. And then she was saying something about vitamin C. I don't know whether she meant vitamin C tablets crushed and put on her hair or what she meant, but she said she's got vitamin C takes the color out of your hair, the dye out of your hair. I was like, okay.
It does?
And I mean, I need to look up what she means exactly. I don't know.
If she goes back to blonde, we'll let you know, Dana. Is she trying to go back to blonde or what does she want to go to?
What she's hoping to do now, really. She cuts her own hair and it's, she could do with a trip to a hairdresser, but she's totally against it now. She's never going to a hairdresser again, she claims.
I remember that.
Yeah. She's got, you know, her hair is naturally curly and, you know, blonde, but although I think it's gone quite dark now anyway. So I think my feeling is that she'll next go for a total buzz cut, a shaved look.
Oh, that would be fun.
Do you think her hair's getting darker just as she's getting older? That's like, because my kids were blonde when they were little and now they're dark.
Yeah, I think so. I think she is more like a dark blonde or light brown now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Freya is.
Yeah.
I get this weird like winter thing happening with my hair where like underneath it's way darker than on top. And Freya is now more the back color. She's more like a light brown now.
Yeah.
Under her.
Oh my God, Astrid, your hair is so long.
I know.
I haven't seen your hair down. That's amazing.
It's the mane. I've gone to the hairdresser once. Yeah, thank you. I had it down earlier. I have a new shampoo that makes it extra shiny somehow. It's like this weird sort of it's a shampoo bar and a conditioner bar that I really like. Like it doesn't leave any residue, and I don't think I've seen my hair in this exact sort of shade of glossiness in a long time.
Is it from Lush?
No, it's not Lush. It's Earthling or something. It's something that I picked up on Instagram of all things, and it's nice.
I've only started getting into shampoo
bars. You like shampoo bars?
What? Well, I've only just suddenly really learned about them, and I tried to make a New Year's resolution this year of like zero plastic, single-use plastic, and I kind of hadn't really thought about the shampoos. I mean, detergents and everything in the kitchen are all have been sorted, but I just hadn't really thought about and then on Instagram, all these various like, this is amazing shampoo bar. And I'm like, oh, okay. I've got about 20 shampoos to get through before we get to that stage.
Right. No, it's I really like it. I mean, I was just out, and so it was good timing for me, and I really like it a lot. The way it handles, the way it lathers, all the things.
And there's a conditioner as well.
As a conditioner thing. But we were talking about Freya's hair. So she went from platinum blonde to now trying to get back to her natural color. And the funny thing is, when her hair was as you know, right, like she was really dark on top and then had this platinum blonde happening. And so now she got her hair dyed closer to this sort of light brown color by way of trying to grow it out and get back to her natural thing.
What did she use to get platinum blonde? Was that from a salon, or did she just box it?
She tried to box it and it just did not work. It's really difficult to apply it, the thing that strips out your hair color evenly enough. And so she was a little bit splotchy and was really unhappy about it. But the mom of one of her friends is a hair stylist and hairdresser. And so that's where she went. She went to the salon and got it fixed.
Nice.
And then she was platinum for a long time.
Mm.
I just put the link to the.
Yeah, just looking
I'm gonna check it out.
Probably not shipping to.
There's probably something like it in the UK, I have to imagine.
Yeah.
Lush makes a shampoo bar. I know you can get that in the UK.
Yes, we love Lush. Well, yeah, the smell of it.
Ooh, look at those.
We've got
cool.
Actually, we've got a similar one called Earth Kind, which is quite popular. And then there's the one that I saw that people were raving about on Instagram was called Practice What You Peach shampoo bar.
Clearly shampoo bars are taking over the world, huh?
It's a thing. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, the brand name is Nuddy, Nuddy. I presume it's not Nuddy. Nuddy. Anyway. There you go.
Yeah, that's interesting. Earthling, they've got some kitchen products too. I'll have to check that out.
I'll send you the link.
Okay, well, we will have to look at all that. And they've got dry shampoo too, which I like.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, there's our one.
Nutty.co. Okay, Kate, you got plenty of recommendations for shampoo.
Dry shampoo, isn't that just like baking soda?
Kind of like that. For me, I mean, the reason I have it is that my daughter left it behind. So I was like, oh, I'll try this. I'm usually have, I'm not a hair product person, but I'm not a particularly discerning hair product person. And so I started using it, and I have very, very fine hair, and it kind of, if I wash it, it just is so fine and flat, and like I need to put some product in it to make it. And so the dry shampoo just texturizes it a little bit more. So
yeah,
I do that.
You know what else is really great for fine hair is, I know other companies make it, but a company named Davines makes a sea salt spray, and it just thickens your hair. I mean, it really is like spending a day at the beach when you come off and your hair's got a lot more volume.
Right.
And
they have a good one for fine hair, because some of those sea salt ones are too heavy for my hair. My hair is really, really fine.
Yep, baby hair.
I do have baby hair, yeah. Yeah, my ponytail is like a straw. It's like I can't even really wear a rubber band because it just falls out. Like my hair is so.
You got to get those extra small rubber bands.
Yeah. I mean, I wear it with a clip like this because otherwise it just doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
So.
How long is your hair now?
It's pretty long.
Has it grown much?
Yeah, look at
pretty
that.
Long.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
It's pretty long. But I started wearing it in a ponytail last week.
Ponytail, wow. Yeah.
Yes. With a ponyo. which is a special ponytail clip thing that somehow stays in my hair.
Have you ever tried using hair extensions, like those clip-on, clip-in things to give you
No,
volume?
no. Have you? No, you've got a lot of hair.
No, there's never been a need.
No, that maybe seems like, I don't know, too much work or too much something. I don't know.
I
Maybe
was
to get
talking
there.
to a friend of mine, Ania, who's African American, and she has a whole collection of like super specialized wigs,
Yeah.
where she just basically braids her hair flat and then on goes a wig and she's done.
Right.
That's oddly appealing. All kinds of, she's got fun colors, she's got, a bunch of different styles. I'm like,
Yeah, I wish I
much
was
of that.
brave enough to do that, but no.
I have a feeling you would, probably not to work, but I could see you doing. I had a colleague years ago who used to wear wigs to work. She was like Scottish, and she was quite an odd woman, but I can't really understand why I was so freaked out by it now. But it was about 20 years ago. I came in and like she had a really deep fringe of bangs, and it was like a dark red wig to about there. And it looked amazing on her, but like the previous Friday, she'd had like a short hair.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, whoa, Vari, like,
What happened?
what's with the wig? And I mean, like, when I think of how ignorant I was, really. And she was like, oh, I just like to wear wigs. And I was like, why? And it's like, now I think, shut up, Rosaline. Like, why did you make such a big deal about it? I just thought it was like really strange. And then like she would wear another one in a couple of weeks' time. And I just thought this was so odd. Now for goodness sake, the woman wanted to change her hair. So what?
Yeah.
I think it was just.
Yeah, I mean,
Looks like they'd be hot.
It was about 20 years ago. Yeah. It just
wigs
wasn't-
are hot. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are hot to wear.
But they're now, I think 20 years ago, they were only worn by old postmenopausal ladies and people who'd lost their hair for various other reasons. They weren't like a fashion statement, really.
Yeah, for more like a costumey or a party type of thing.
Now I think lots more people wear them.
Just wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, well, I mean, and Orthodox Jewish women, right? Who can't show their natural hair.
Right. Yeah. Orthodox. That was a great.
I
series.
just,
that Orthodox.
I don't know.
I was thinking,
I
what
don't
was
want
the
to
name
cut
of
my hair off for
that
God.
Netflix show? Was it called Orthodox,
It was
Rosalie?
called Orthodox, yeah, I think, wasn't it?
It was so good. Did you guys watch
so
that?
good.
It
Oh my
was
God, yes,
yeah,
I loved
like the
that.
beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And she
It's
runs
like,
off to Berlin, doesn't she?
Yep. She
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Yep.
great. Like I just
I don't
it's
think
like,
I watched
can't
that.
even remember
I'll
things
have to
that
look
I've
at that.
seen now. It's been a year. I've seen so many things I can't even remember what I've seen now.
I'm pretty sure that was at the beginning of the pandemic because I
It was.
remember it kind of being like one of the first, like, oh, binge watch this one.
Yeah.
You know what's called unorthodox?
Oh, no, Orthodox. That's it. That's it.
Like, no, that it didn't quite sound right. But,
Yeah.
I'll put the,
Dana, the show I'm loving right now, which Netflix told me was suggested for me, is a glass blowing competition. It's like
No, I haven't seen that.
yeah, and it's called something like Torched or Baked or Hot or something like that. But it's the same as all those competitions where you start out like Fashion Runway or whatever. You start out with like a dozen people, and they have a an assignment every week, and you watch them in this glass blowing factory where they're all in the same room, and like a dozen ovens on at the same time.
Oh my
And
God.
I mean, you could, yeah, I mean, they're just like down at, they like stripped down, sweating, but, and each of them also has an assistant who helps them with the blowing and the this and that. It is
Right.
fascinating. I love it. I love it.
What kind of things are they making?
Well, the assignments have been different. So like yesterday's was, well, I mean, obviously all the season, I don't know when this was even filmed, but the one I watched yesterday was themed about the environment. So some people did more traditional, vessels with, an environment theme. One woman did like some vessels and it looked like those mushrooms that grow on trees were growing on her vessel. Yeah, blown away. There you go. Whoever
Oh,
blown
cool.
away. But other people did like glass sculpture. So it's really a range of
That sounds
different
cool.
types of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
really like it.
nobody made like a ginormous glass bong.
Nobody has made that. They did have one challenge that everybody got a different, like a platter or a vase, a goblet, a tray, and people had to make, but nobody got a bong that time. That would
I
have
have
been
a friend
funny.
who lives in the mountains of North Carolina who specializes in very large glass bongs.
Oh,
His company used to be called Hot Glass. I'm not sure if he's changed the name or not. Yeah, he lives in Sugar Grove, North Carolina, and blows glass and smokes weed.
like how big are his bongs?
He's done one that's been, I guess, like up to my knee. I'm not very tall, so big enough to put a strain on your lungs.
To my ankle is what I'm hearing.
I guess I was thinking just a glass bong it could be quite heavy. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have there's a show on here which I haven't forced myself to watch, which is like that, but it's a pottery throwing thing with I think some of them are celebrities and some of them are like not. But the nun, the actress who plays the nun in Derry Girls is, I think,
is she the host?
She's the host, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
wow.
God, I
That'd be
love
fun.
that show.
Love that show.
We want more Dairy Girls.
I
Yes.
know.
Is there going to be a
Did
season
you
3?
see that the Dairy Girls did an episode of the British Baking Show? I only saw the
Yeah.
ad for it, but so they
didn't
came
watch
on
it.
and were
No, I
like
didn't see that.
partners, and the nun was in that one.
She's great. She's a real campaigner as well. Huge campaigner for women's reproductive rights, and she's great. I love her. I follow her on Twitter. She's amazing.
I think I need to watch that all over again. It just made us laugh so hard. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Well, I think
just such a brilliant show.
Netflix still hasn't released the second season yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder where we were watching it because we've seen both 1 and 2.
Yeah,
have
we've
you?
seen the second season.
Oh, okay, maybe Netflix did then. Maybe they
Yeah.
did, because people were begging for a long time. So
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
pretty sure we've seen the second season.
And of course, the wee lesbian, as she's described, is in Bridgerton.
Yes. She's so precious.
She is. She's wonderful. She's just
The wee lesbian.
the wee lesbian.
That describes a few people I know.
I know, but it's but I love that. What does the granddad say in the beginning of the second one? Your people are very talented, aren't they? Your people.
And she's always like, she's that worry wart, like always worried
Yeah,
they're gonna get in
yeah,
trouble. And
When they tease her about not knowing how to have the crack, like that just makes me laugh so much.
Okay, well, shall we get going?
Yeah, let's get going.
Got another one, Astrid, that I'm wondering if it's one
Oh.
of yours. It's got silver puff of smoke coming out of a chimney. Do you think that one could be one of
Ooh.
yours?
Yes. Oh, I know what it is. The theme is, I think, is it words that don't have a rhyme? Is orange in there?
Oh,
Orange, yeah.
Yeah. It's words that don't have a rhyme.
How did I get all of these suddenly? Like I've just been
No
going
idea what
through.
you're recycling.
I've been going through being like, oh, I haven't seen this one in a while, or maybe never.
okay, maybe early on when I subbed in for you, I may have just put them in the shared
Put them in
document,
there.
and then I stopped doing that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we're gonna
but
have
those
that
are-
one today then.
Cool. And I think the image is, oh, if you took, you wouldn't have taken the image. The image that I had to it was the Jabberwocky, I think.
Oh no, you just get plain old blue with me.
No. What, no ombre?